Time's up. Let's do this.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Babael here. Joining me today is Katips. It's now 5:27 p.m. in Bangkok, Thailand, and this is the semi-finals of BlizzCon Community Qualifier for Thailand, and it's really exciting. We've been here since the entire morning, and I don't know, man. We're just slowly running out of gas, but I guess it's fine. I'm Babael. Joining me is Katips. Like I said, Katips, how you doing, man?
Good evening to everybody. Thanks for sticking around with us for the past about 6 hours. We are now in the semifinals. We are down to 2 rounds left. And up next, we have a pretty hype game. My chicken, my horse, Loveless, taking his Paladin into the semifinals. Undefeated in this tournament. And he's going to be playing immink, who is going to be playing on the bottom board with Druid. So here is a match that is going to be an endurance one. It's going to be Paladin versus Druid. And we've seen Loveless's Paladin 3 times already in this tournament, with this being the 3rd time, and it is a Stoladin, it is a Healadin.
Oh, wow, what just happened there? Okay,
it's a sorry.
Please carry on.
Yeah,
someone just
so I'm a big fan of his deck. It's kind of like a Healadin / Tauntadin, but it's a very annoying deck to play against. It has a lot of defense. It has a lot of endgame potential. It has a lot of nice removals. Humility into Kodo. He has, of course, the True Silver Champions. And yeah, I'm really happy to see Paladin in this tournament. It's doing quite well for Loveless. And we are going to go through the motions until we get to around turn 6, turn 7, when things are going to start to get exciting in this matchup.
Yeah, this matchup is really boring for the first 2 or 3 turns, but it's definitely important that the Paladin now has got an AOP there on the field. And that is one of the more crucial components for Paladin deck, because you know they just need more draws.
Yep.
And I think it's really laggy for immink point of view. And in fact, if you are wondering, the lag is not coming from the stream. It's also not coming from your side. It's highly possible it's coming from Thailand, seeing how this most of this Thailand citizens have to deal with I think 5 to 10 megabyte per second upload and download. So that's really bad speed for streaming, but we still have this in place, in just because we don't have observer mode.
It's really sad for me to hear that 5 to 10 megabit upload is bad for streaming.
It's bad.
I have to deal with 1 megabit upload for streaming. But anyway, back to the game. Loveless with a full complement of removals in his hand and a nice amount of defense going into turn 6 and 7. As we said, that's when the action is going to take place. He has a 2nd True Silver Champion in hand. He has Humility in hand. No Kodo to follow it up though yet. He has Taunt removal. That Black Knight is going to come in very handy. But Spectral Knight coming from immink, and that's going to be quite annoying. However, it is not immune to following the rules. You are going to be a 1/6 token killer, and Loveless going to get maximum draw from his AOP.
Maybe not maximum yet, but definitely going to get 1 draw first, and he will draw into, I think, a Unstable Ghoul. And by the way, next game in this round, we're going to switch the perspectives a little bit, so we will have Loveless on the right hand side, but for now, Loveless is still going to be on the left side and definitely on the top half of this board. For the Druid player, it looks like he is in a bit of a spot, but he's got huge minions. He is not really afraid. And generally, I think it's kind of okay for him to play stuff like Lower Thap now. Just because he is okay. Maybe not Lower Thap, but probably going for DOTC is definitely a good play, I feel.
Yep. So we are looking into some notes from Loveless for his student application. It looks like, but anyway, going back to the game. Loveless with a decent board. He's gonna force out a swipe from immink. That's gonna clear out 2 of the minions and give another card to Loveless, which is gonna be Equality, and it's gonna give him another card also, which is gonna be Holy Light. So very nice complement of cards in the hand of Loveless. He's pretty much equipped.
But he burns.
That hurts.
Yeah, he burns. I think the Wild Pyro.
Wild Pyro, losing that ability to combo into Equality. I mean, it's not game breaking since there's not very many minions that Druid generally pumps out. I think he'll be fine, to be honest.
Yeah. You don't really need bot clear against Druid. You need more like specific cards like Black Knight to really deal with stuff. And I think he's okay. He's fine.
Yeah.
Still needs the Kodo.
Still needs a Kodo. So good that he used this coin just to empty out his hand a little bit. Got a little too much value from his Acolyte of Pain, but I guess that's okay.
I think he wasn't counting on the fact that immink would actually swipe.
Exactly. That's right. That's exactly right. That's unintended draw, but that's okay. I mean, like you said, Druid doesn't generally run very many minions, so it's not that crucial. Plus, if he wants to remove like weenies, there's the Unstable Ghoul. I don't think immink is gonna spend silence just to stop an Unstable Ghoul.
Oh, you never know.
Stranger things have happened.
Exactly, stranger things have happened. So Loveless now with the True Silver Champion gets a top deck Consecration. Black Knight gonna chop down Blueberry number 1. And he still has a second Ancient War in his deck for sure.
Why
So
do you
we'll
think
see.
he went for the Spectral Knight instead of Face? What is he afraid of from the Spectral Knight? Is he afraid of a combo into...
Well, you cannot cast spells on the Spectral Knight, so
Best
it's
to
more
remove
like
it.
yeah, it's more like the fact that it's a token killer, and with that around, his hero power is generally really useless. And it's never bad to really clear it. I mean, you cannot even muck off the wild Spectral Knight. It's not possible.
I would have wanted to Humility right there. Humility first, and then use the minions to clear it out, and then Sunwalker.
I think no, I think he would just do that. Yeah, I think this is okay.
Okay. Oh well. Oh yeah. Yeah. Save.
There are
save
bigger,
Humility
there are
for
bigger
something
things
bigger.
that like I don't know, man. Something like slightly bigger. We're looking at stuff that he could also combo in with Kodo, like maybe Ysera, maybe Ragnaros. Humility into a very simple Kodo will kill Ragnaros so easy.
And I just like to point out, this is why I don't have the Bird Toast card back. Not seeing the full value from things like that. But anyway, Loveless.
Don't say that. Ancient of Lore, good play. I like Ancient of Lore here because it's gonna give you some card draw. But the bad thing about it is that it is gonna die to the Guardian of Kings that's provided so much value for Loveless. I think it killed 2 minions, and also at the same time, it also kind of killed up the Loveless for 6.
Exactly. Yep.
Great values. Force of
Whoa.
Nature. She's gonna pull
Force
off
of
the
Nature.
combo.
So what does that tell Loveless? It tells him he's kind of desperate right now. He doesn't have
Completely
any
desperate.
options. So if he puts down more threats like another Sunwalker or maybe Tyrion, that's gonna put immink in a bit of trouble, I think.
He's gonna tap. He's just gonna tap. Tap as in tap out, submit. GG, well played. Concede. But we'll see. Loveless, I think he is in a very good spot. That's the full
Ooh.
combo used just to really clear out some of the bigger minions there, but it is still not able to provide prevention against 5 damage. And as you can see, there's a lot of lag on the field right now.
I have to say, I mean, I really like this deck. I really like this deck. I actually started out in Hearthstone playing Paladin when I didn't know anything, and it's nice to see that from the bottom tier, it's now making a comeback, especially with the next cards. I'm really happy to see this.
Good stuff, good stuff. So here, immink could probably play something like Ancient of Lore into heal. You could also go for the DOTC with probably lower thap.
Do you think immink has a chance to come back,
Sure.
having
if he
having
can.
spent his combo?
If you think about it, most of the big minions, okay, maybe not most, but some of the big minions from Loveless are already out.
Yep.
And oh wow, what a bad draw. Excess mana drew into Wild Growth again.
Oh boy.
That's a complete joke. So here, he cannot even play DOTC into lower thap. And the big problem here is that, back to the point, Loveless has got a lot of spells in hand. It's kind of clear that he's got board clear mechanic in hand already. And that's something that I believe immink knows about. The thing here is that because Loveless doesn't even really have the opportunity to play the Consecration Equality combo, simply because immink don't have minions on the field. And here comes a second Wild Growth just to draw a Yeti. Holy cow.
Loveless has to have seen that I Am Mink has basically advertised that he has no solution to all of these mid-range minions so far.
And he cannot even hero power to kill the 4-1 because the rope just went out right there.
Boy.
Just burn out right there. And Sanjin's gonna come out. Oh my god. And a full heal from the Holy Light.
Yep, so that was, so Loveless definitely catching on to the fact that Force of Nature, Force of Nature Savage Roar has been used, AOW has been used, Sunwalker has been used, so I am...
Wait, what's AOW again?
Sorry?
Ancient of War.
Ancient of War. Ancient of War, yeah.
Crap. Blueberry. Alright,
Blueberry,
yeah, back to the point.
Yeah, so I Am Mink, Loveless, smelling blood, definitely has to have noticed that I Am Mink has run out of options, having to have to use 2 wild growths for excess mana. That's definitely a clear sign that he has no answers in hand, and Loveless's hand has all of the answers. He has the combo, he has Unstable Ghoul to stop any weenies from getting through, Lay on Hands just to prolong the agony of I Am Mink even more.
Yeah.
So,
well, here comes the Ancient of Lore with the first heal. Normally you want to do the cut draw with the first Ancient of Lore, but in this instance, Mink really don't have the luxury for that.
Exactly. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on the field. 14 damage on the field with True Silver Champion. He does not have... Oh! He's done it. With Consecrate. That's it.
Yeah. I was about to say that he's got lethal, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, Consecration here is going to win this game.
So Consecrate for the legal, and Loveless is going to take that.
Nice.
Very handily. Play that extremely well. So I Am Mink. Let me just check what decks he has left. He has Hunter left and Warlock left. So I'm expecting mid-range Hunter and Zoo. Probably the most stable things you can run. But this Paladin, man, I don't know what to say. It's been drawing into... It hasn't had a 404 Equality Not Found episode yet. How do you feel about this Paladin?
Well, it's really good. It's stable. It's able to make sure that he is ahead in various variation, and so far I think it's doing its work pretty well. There is no much complaints for this Paladin here, and Loveless generally is just in such a dominating position. It's like, nothing can really take down his Paladin. In fact, it's trading classes for classes is looking pretty well, and this is just a Paladin. We have to remember Loveless brought along 2 other classes with him, and that's a lot to deal with.
That's right.
Mink.
And it's also mentally, you have to think about playing against a Paladin is mentally draining. You have to think about, how do I get past the heals? How do I get past the taunts? And then you beat him, and then you're like, oh, I have to play against 2 other decks. It's very mentally draining, I think. But now, have you switched up the boards already? Is I Am Mink on the bottom?
I'm still switching the boards. It's taking some time. So.
That's fine. Yeah, so I Am Mink is going to go straight into Hunter. He's going to play Spiders for his first move, and Loveless is going to coin into Harvest Golem. So pretty good value for Loveless early opening. And turn 6, it starts to get interesting for Loveless. He's going to have Sludge Belcher, and he's going to have Sunwalker. And, ooh, for the first time, the first Hunter we're going to see on stream that's going to be playing the new Mad Scientist tech, as made popular this week by Raynad from Tempo Storm. So the new Naxxramas cards from the latest Naxxramas cards that brought Mad Scientist into the meta has done wonders pretty much for Hunter. It basically is 2/2 for 2, and then it gives you a free secret, and then it gives you Innervate to cast the secret for free. So here comes the secret now. I don't know if you were able to see on your screen what that secret was.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, it's Freezing Trap.
Freezing Trap. Okay, excellent. So turn 4 for Loveless. Doesn't look like he's going to have a play except for Token. Or he's going to play a raw Follow the Rules. Okay. 3/3 for 3 is not bad at all.
My
it's
favorite,
decent
naked,
stats.
follow the rules.
Naked follow the rules. Or follow the rules naked, yeah.
Yep, Snipe gonna be the next secret here. This is pretty clear that it's a secret hunter with Mad Scientists, just really telling Loveless that, this is the deck to expect.
Come at me. Come at me.
Yeah, I think he really just want the freezing trap to proc. And here's where he plays Sludge Belcher, and that's gonna get sniped down, but that's okay. He's beefy enough, he'll survive.
Yeah. So Loveless having to make a mental calculation. That's one snipe and one freezing trap out of his hair, and one more mad scientist in play somewhere in there. What's the hand looking like for immink? Okay,
Double
Savannah
Savannah
Mine.
Hymen,
Okay.
double Hunter's Mark and Scavenging Hyena, and Houndmaster.
Okay. Pretty good. So if Savannah Hymen survives this turn, unfortunately he's gonna have to follow the rules.
Some little... Yeah, this is why Freezing Trap really doesn't work well against Loveless, and that is also why he played the naked, Eldor Peacekeeper.
That is a really... Yeah, I have to respect that play.
It's
Just
because...
to draw it out.
Not just that, he wanted to know what kind of secret that was, and if it's just, Explosive Trap, it's fine. 2 damage, practically empty board against a Paladin that can heal a gazillion amount of, HP.
Exactly.
Who cares, right?
That's right. So Scar now being brought down to 3-4 with a taunt. Black Knight gonna come into play, and the hyenas are gonna be coming out. He of course has Wild Pyromancer in hand, and he also has the Unstable Ghoul. So lots of removal options for these smaller minions. So if they decide to drop themselves down to 1 health, they're gonna take some damage from possibly Wild Pyromancer or nice in the turn 8 of Loveless moving forward. He also has a lot of defensive options. He has a Tazdingo, he has a Sunwalker. So this is now the challenge. Now is for immink to start getting past these threats and establishing board presence and getting a nice life lead, I think.
Yeah. Well, for immink, he doesn't really have a very good draw. Double Hunter's Mark, those are dead cards in the early game. Savannah Hymen as well. And you have no Eagle Hornbow. By the time he got Eagle Hornbow, the traps are already 2 gone. So now we see Loveless in practically good control again. And I don't know, but immink just doesn't feel like he has substantial play here. Mad Scientist, Starving Buzzard, probably UTH here for some cards. He needs answers. He asks God for it. God gives him a flare. And he gives him a snipe. Alright, snipe's not bad. Snipe's pretty good. Snipe's gonna help him get some extra charges on the Eagle Horn Bow. He's gonna flare first. Thinks about it. This is a Paladin. You don't really need to keep the flare against a Paladin. Nothing to,
Unless there's some
sneaky.
secret Avenge tech in Loveless's deck.
Oh man. I love that Avenge tech from Moder. Hunter's Mark just to kill that.
Hunter's Mark. Okay. That's not a bad play. I mean, it's a necessary one for sure.
It's sad that he didn't get the the Scavenging Hyena, because that would have been buffed up a little bit through the course of the events in the previous turn. But now back to Loveless hand, and Loveless does have some good cards. Double Sentient Shoemaster gonna kill the Buzzard for free, so he knows that that is not a freezing trap. He knows for sure that that is not a snake trap, and here comes the Guardian of Kings.
Excellent
And
play
it's a
by
snipe.
Loveless.
Perfect.
Excellent
he knew
play.
Exactly what kind of a secret there was.
He's reading immink like a book, to be honest. He like the early naked Elder Peacekeeper, and now the play of trying to check for snake trap or ice for a freezing trap, and now dropping something with more than 4 health to draw out the snipe. Very, very smart plays from Loveless. We should all learn from how to play around traps from this match.
Flare just snagged immink Loathab.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's pretty good. So here the thing is, I don't think he really needs to be afraid of spells right now. He should look towards... Oh, he's actually gonna use Hunter's Mark to kill the Guardian of Kings. I don't like that. That's already 5-2.
Yeah.
Maybe because he's not really comfortable with dealing, extra damage or taking more damage, and he wants to make sure that the Unstable Ghoul will not, keep things alive. He plays Animal Companion first.
Leok.
He gets
Ooh,
Leok.
nice.
Perfect, Leok. There we go.
Very
And-
nice.
That's gonna proc, so he will now run into Guardian of Kings, and that's at 17 health for him.
Ouch.
Some damage there.
That hurts.
Here comes the Lion from Lion King.
So Scar gonna be making an appearance. Icera, wow, for Loveless. Is he gonna go wild?
Equality Wild Pyro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And then Sanjin
Yes.
and Token.
I think Token is pretty good. The thing is that one of those two hyenas is still gonna be alive, and the hunter is slowly running out of steam already with one UTH burst used, but not dealing any damage at all to Uther. And don't forget the gazillion amount of HP he can heal in this game. He's not afraid of the every single turn clock or timer, whatever you call that. And web spinner very late, reporting for duty very late.
That's right.
Oh.
So, did he play Wild Pyromancer forgetting that there was a charge from the Eaglehorn Bow, or was he definitely trying to draw it out?
I have no idea. I think he probably knows that, again, Hunter, they don't really have a very big board presence. It's always 1 to 2 small minion, and by the time they have got a combo, you're dead. So, that's why Wild Pyro, or rather stuff that clear board, isn't really important. Oh, here comes the Eldor 50-50 stampeding Kodo. Which one is the Kodo going to take out? I hope it's going to be Lower Thap. Is it going to be that? Yes, he takes out Lower Thap, and the web spinner lives to tell the tale.
Crucial. Oh my gosh, that's a great boon for Loveless. Great pick by the Kodo, which is actually a cleft hoof, but anyway.
Sure. So, so now the 1-1 comes out, and man, Hunter's Mark, Mad Scientist, Deadly Shot. He don't want a Deadly Shot.
No,
this Kodo.
not with that kind of board.
Not with your Sarah in the hand. I'm not sure that he knows his Sarah's there. He's just gonna run the web spinner into the Kodo, and he gets a King Crush. No, I'm just kidding. Tundra Rhino. So Tundra Rhino is fantastic because it has charge. And out of desperation, immink might be considering going to the face of Loveless. He's still hesitating a little bit. And
would you clear out the 1-1, or would you go for face?
I would go for face.
Mad Scientist. Okay.
I think I'll clear the 1-1. But even then, he's already in a very bad spot. We know that Paladin can heal, and we know that it's crazy. You have Deadly Shot. If he plays a big minion, you want to make sure you take it out. That's why I would want to clear. But I guess he's thinking, or rather Loveless, immink is thinking that he could be the nonsense and let Loveless handle the Kodo, the Rhino. Same thing to me. And that actually worked out well, because we do see that the True Silver champion come into play here. And if not for the top deck True Silver, I don't think that, he could clear out the Kodo. Oh man, Freezing Trap. This is just going to be it.
Yep, Freezing Trap. Not gonna be any help to him at the moment. Deadly. Oh no, I don't.
He has to. If he doesn't play that effectively, he is not really gonna have the opportunity to do so. And don't forget, if he doesn't play Freezing Trap, it's game over. Because that was like 3-6 plus 4 in hand 10, and yeah, Freezing Trap, and that's a date card.
And here comes the Queen of Dreams herself, Ysera, gonna make an appearance. He's gonna enter, and he's gonna save the last charge of his True Silver champion, and he draws into
Ysera Awakens. Why not?
Boy. Why not?
Why not?
It's been his kind of day.
It's his game, right?
Oh boy.
There is no way you can lose that. So here I would want to see Leroy run into the 3-5, 2-2 run into Ysera, and get a secret out.
He's out of Freezing Trap.
Oh, he is. Oh, he's just gonna concede.
Yeah. So that's 2-0 for Loveless. One game away from Grand Finals and being undefeated in this tournament still.
Semi-finals, and he is just cruising through it. No big deal. No big deal.
I like how he called this Paladin deck Fatladin.
Fatladin. Too much cheesecake, sir.
Too much cheesecake. Too many blueberries, I think.
He had a blueberry cheese pie for lunch, and he just took care of another pretty interesting hunter. Huntat, also known as a pretty interesting pie there. But yeah, so we are going into possibly the third and final game. Loveless, one game shy from Grand Final finish, and effectively just so close to the spot that Thailand has to offer.
Exactly. So Thailand is getting one slot, one seed for the BlizzCon Americas Qualifier. Philippines has gotten 2. Singapore is getting 2. Indonesia getting 1 tomorrow, and Malaysia has gotten 1 2 weeks ago. And yeah, so other than that, you have two more chances to get into the BlizzCon Americas Qualifier. One of them is winning this, the Hearthstone.
Oh, immink. This is the deck that I like. Unfortunately, I do not like Flame Imp, just a disclaimer. But
Yep.
Zombie Chow, Undertaker.
Zombie Chow! I love Zombie Chow. So underrated.
Good stuff. Unstable Ghoul is just there, and it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. Gonna be ineffective, but it's gonna slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I like how Nerubian Egg is also gonna provide synergy with Undertaker as well as Haunted Creeper. This is in fact a pretty good starting hand here for immink, and it could be the start of a comeback. I don't know. It's still early to tell, but of course.
So immink playing the most current decks I've seen in this tournament so far. He's playing the newest version of Zoo. He's playing the newest version of the Hunter. So, but right now they're not helping him so much against his Paladin from Loveless. Yeah, so
we have to always remember that the purpose of Zombie Chow isn't to deal damage to the face. Sure, you can always try and deal 5 damage anytime, but Zombie Chow works so well in terms of clearing minion when your opponent is almost at full health.
Mhm.
But no, I guess this is just aggro. Forget it. This guy is just like, I'm gonna cash in.
Yeah,
And no fear of consecration whatsoever because of all the death rattles there.
that's right.
What do you think
So-
Loveless can do in this situation?
Try and draw into some answers and hold out until Sludge Belcher. Sludge Belcher is gonna stop that.
But there's
Assault.
Royal Flush, guys, double Doom Guard. Okay, this
Oh,
is
no.
not Royal Flush. This is like I would say probably Full House.
Yeah,
And if he gets 2 Soulfire, that's Royal Flush.
yeah, that's right.
I don't know. It could be 4 of a kind, but chances are so low. But so yeah, he gets
needs
a second.
He needs a
Undertaker.
Void Caller. That's what he needs.
Yeah, I don't know if he runs that. So many people think that Void Caller is a complete waste because it's so easy to counter that with the silence, but then
it's
again you have
3/4.
Undertaker as a 4/3 right there, and if they don't silence the Undertaker, they'll silence the Void Caller, so be it. You're just dealing damage every single turn.
Ooh, is he gonna take out the AOP?
He's definitely thinking about it. I like that he take it out one shot, because that means that you severely restrict Loveless draw, and again Paladin like Warrior don't really have good draw mechanic. Zombie Child gonna heal up some health point here. He's back to 27, back to where it all started, now with just the egg, the Haunted Creeper, and a 4/2. I'm expecting Consecration next turn. Flame in perfect Consecration, no doubt. The 4/4 could be a problem.
Undertaker!
Oh, wow.
My gosh,
He's
the value
just
from this
begging
Consecrate.
for it. He has to consecrate here. There is no doubt about that. He don't want to take 7, 8, 9 damage next turn. It's about the same, but you get to take out some value cards, and now he reduce the damage, and he's gonna take this turn to just 6, which is good. Doomguard is really gonna be a big play this turn. But he gets Defender Argus, and he's definitely gonna play Defender Argus.
Defender of Argus protecting his Nerubian, bringing those spiders up to 2/2 each. That's going to be 8 damage from the side of immink. Sorry, excuse me. What happened to my voice there? Excuse me. I got some spiders in my throat, but here comes Peacekeeper, going to drop down the 4/4 into a 1/4 and some sort of defense, mounting a defense with his Harvest Golem. Next
is not
turn,
good.
he has options into Guardian of Kings, into Sludge Belcher, into Sunwalker. So all is not lost yet for Loveless, but the board by immink is pretty good.
Yeah. So what he needs now is Guardian of Kings. He needs heal. He needs a lot of heal. And Sludge Belcher, like I said before, it's just pretty easily killed off by Doomguard. And if there's one other minion that deals 2 damage on the board, which immink does have, then Sludge Belcher is not going to be effective at all. So here comes the Dark and Dwarf good buff. It's going to kill Eldor. Payback
Nice.
time.
Good buff. Excellent buff.
Yeah, he's still going to milk on 6 damage there. And dropping Loveless down to 12. And we've never seen Loveless so low before on stream.
Yeah, so immink's only...
Lay on hands, you gotta be kidding me. He needed heal, he gets heal. Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
the one drawback that's not working for immink perfectly is the fact that he has 2 Doom Guards in hand. So that's the one thing that's playing against him, and all this heal coming now from Loveless is going to be a problem. In the next 3 turns, this game is going to be determined, I think. Depending on how much life Loveless can maintain, depending on how much tempo immink can maintain.
Well,
So we'll see.
I feel that the Defender Argus play wasn't really good because this is the mindset when you play Doomguard. You want to get rid of it ASAP. You don't want to keep it because it will evolve from a full house into a Royal Flush.
Exactly. You want it on
Well-
the board as efficiently and as little drawback to yourself as possible.
Correct.
Keeping
So now-
two of them in your hand with with Soulfires not coming out yet is very dangerous.
Okay, big play. I think he is gonna milk in on the Doomguard right now. He's gonna deal 6 damage, 1 of lethal. It is official. There is still a
Ooh.
chance next turn and lay on hands. No, actually no. It's just gonna kill the Guardian of Kings. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. Value draw for Loveless. He's doing the math here. If he plays True Civil Champion, I think he's still gonna die. Let me think. 6, 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
he's
enough, I think.
Not enough. He cannot
not
play
enough.
that. Ooh, but he so wanted to kill the Doomguard. If only it was Consecration, this game would have been completely different. But of course, it's not.
Yeah, that's right. One more Consecrate could have sealed the fate of immink.
Will Lay on Hands help him?
No, he doesn't. He has no way to cast whatever he draws, and 8 health isn't going to help him at this point.
Well, to be very honest, Immink can deal a total of 18 damage next turn
Exactly.
without Soulfire top deck. So that is considering that he has got that 2/2 alive as well, which is gonna die. But I'm thinking if he runs Holy Light, Lay on Hand into Holy Light, it's enough 2 mana. That's gonna heal him 8 plus 6, which is 14, back to 21.
But then a 16 damage is it? Wait, 2, 4, 10, 12, 14, 16. It's not going to be enough because he's going to only be able to heal up with Lay on Hands to 50.
Yeah, I mean
And
if
then
he
he
draws
won't have
Holy
any
Light,
other mana.
if he has Holy Light. Oh yeah, but he doesn't have mana. It's only turn 8.
Yeah,
Oh
he only
crap.
has 8 mana.
Then it's over.
It's over, I think.
I guess it's over. He can't play Sunwalker. Man, that Doomguard play was clutch.
That Doomguard play was clutch. So
Okay.
thankfully, he didn't need Soulfire, and he's just gonna kamikaze. Looks like.
Oh.
Yep.
If
here
if
comes
only
the
he has
GG.
got 1 more mana, he would have been able to play Sludge Belcher,
Exactly. Yeah.
which would have saved him. I think would it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have saved him. He'd be down to 3 health, and that's granted that it's not the top deck. Soulfire.
Wow. For the first time on stream, we've seen this Paladin go down. Let's see what. So, Loveless still has Shaman and Warlock remaining.
Shaman.
Shaman.
He plays Shaman? Are we gonna see some reincarnate, ancestral spirits, shenanigans?
That would be excellent to see, to be honest.
Crazy. I am pretty sure he's not gonna play the Warlock first because Warlock is very good in terms of just coming out last and being the last cut. I would like to see him take a bit of a risk with Shaman, and yep, there we go, Shaman. It is interesting.
So, what do you think is going to be crucial in here? Lightning Storm, definitely.
Oh yeah, it's highly gonna be a zoo. One of my good friends just told me every single time you see Warlock, it's now 99% zoo, 1% Handlock.
That's right.
So always
That's what
keep
I've
stuff
heard
that
as
can. Always keep stuff that can early kill. And this is a golden shaman, by the way.
Golden Shaman, Golden Bloodlust. Okay, immink gonna start it off early with an Undertaker coining into Flame
Flame
Imp. Okay. He wants us over as fast as possible. He's just gonna go all in starting on turn 1.
Which is okay. There is no real Death Rattle minions that could really help him in his hand. There is the Haunted Creeper that we're gonna see come out real soon. I don't think he is really interested in dealing with this, Haunted Creeper from Loveless.
That's right.
I think he can kill it, but no, he doesn't care.
So as
You
we
know?
always say, big weakness of Shaman is they don't have generally self-heal. It's very difficult for Shaman to stay
Oh
alive.
my god, big draw, Flame Tongue.
Big draw, definitely. And that's going to power up his totems. That's going to power up his Spectral Spiders. Yeah, and like I was saying, very difficult for Shamans to come back from a life deficit. Once they start dipping below 15, it's a little hard for them to come back. So I think immink wants this over as fast as possible by just ramming his minions into the face of Loveless. But that top deck of the Flame Tongue Totem is very, very clutch.
Yeah, good stuff. So here I'm expecting the 4-2 to kill off the Flame Tongue and the 2-2 to just go to face. Pretty standard play so far, nothing too special. And the Void Walker is going to come out as well, so now it's a 2-3. We're going to see a potential Lightning Storm here. It really depends. It really depends if Loveless can, you know, just wait it out. Be cool about it. Take the damage like a man.
Yep, I think he can wait one more turn. And just get immink to overcommit and then not have any cards in hand and then get maximum value from his Lightning Storm.
Good stuff. Now he doesn't even need the Spell Totem to kill all 3 minions here from immink, but that's gonna change with Defender Argus.
That's right.
If it goes down like this, it's probably gonna mean that 2 of those minions gonna get a little bit of extra buff, and because of the mana overload, he's not gonna have the ability to use the Totemic Call as well as the Lightning Storm.
That's right. Yeah, he'll be locked
face.
out of the last mana he needs to potentially draw into the Spell Totem, and he's going to be taking a huge chunk of damage right now.
Oh,
He's
but
down
Drake
to
comes out.
18.
No Drake as well. He's just going to Storm here, hoping for top rolls. Do we have it? Do we have a board clear? That's the question. And the answer is no, we don't have a board clear, but the Flame Imp is able to go down at least. Yeah.
There's still 3 minions on the board. That's not really... I guess... I mean, he had to do the clear, but he didn't get maximum value off of it.
Big DOA draw again. But I guess he's not going to play that. So 2-1 and 1-1 with the Abusive Sergeant. That's going to deal like 5 damage. And Loveless, okay, maybe even more right now. Wow, he's down to 11.
Loveless down at 11. And nothing to power with Bloodlust. Hex is quite good, but he is locked out of Fire Elemental. That could have been crucial. But he's just going to hex the biggest threat on the board at the moment. And praying that there aren't any more damage dealers on the side of immink.
It's game. Doomguard.
Doomguard, okay.
Well played. And the next thing you know is that you have a big Doomguard just stuffing up your face. Man, this is crazy. So, immink mounting a comeback. 2-2 right now. With the fall of the Paladin from Loveless, it seems like all hope is slowly losing and slipping. It's a risk he took, and he's actually gonna have to cool down right now. And hopefully he's ready for the last and final game between him and immink in the semifinals of the BlizzCon qualifier.
That would be heartbreaking, going undefeated in the tournament and then in the last semifinal you lose and get eliminated. That's oh gosh. Okay, so he's left to his Warlock, which is most likely going to be a zoo. Let's see which kind of zoo it is.
Well, I hope it's my version of the zoo deck, but obviously I didn't give anyone that deck list, so I'm waiting to see. Yeah, the Demon Babael, of course. Demon Babael. You know in Diablo, Baal? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Wow.
It looks pretty standard.
Old school, Abusive Sergeant. So...
It still doesn't say anything. He keeps Soulfire. That's interesting. I would have discarded Soulfire. Lepanome and Defender Argus comes back as well. Okay. So now 2-2. Ace match. Zoom face-off. Golden Warlock versus non-Golden Warlock. Undertaker again for the 3rd game.
Wow.
Comes out just like that. And the coin flame him with the Lepanome.
That Undertaker just will not rest in peace. Coming out for 3 games in a row now for immink. 2 games that have been crucial in this comeback for his. And Loveless now with a bit more developed board in this early game. immink gonna put down the spiders. Okay, pretty decent plays. Gonna buff up his Undertaker to 2-3. And putting him in a position to take out the Spectral Spider. Oh, sorry, the Leper Gnome.
He gets Owl. He gets Owl. He's gonna silence that. I will not be surprised if he Soulfire the 2-1. Just for bot control. Bot control is very important in games like this. But he's not gonna do it. Devlord. Wow, okay, this is gonna change everything. Playing the Devlord's gonna buff his Undertaker to 3-2. And also have a 2-8 on the board. But I guess he's not interested in that. He's actually hoping for a Lucky Dagger. Dagger going to face, or... Yep, he went to face.
What? 1/3 chance and it went to face? Oh, I think that could have been crucial. honestly think that could have been crucial.
Oh, big doggy there is going to make sure that Owl is going to be able to pick off the Void Walker. And so far, losing Defender Argus, but that's okay. Both with looking at Zudex. And it's pretty good ahead. He hasn't drawn into any of his Doomguard yet. And immink gets a Flim in top deck. We're going to see a Death Lord. And that's 2-8 right there. Big problem.
Big problem indeed. 2-8 Death. What? That would be devastating if somehow that gave Loveless like a Doomguard. But the first issue is trying to get past it. 2-8 taunt is gigantic.
Yeah, now it's 2-5. It's still very big. And Nerubian Egg also going to be here for immink. It would have been really devastating if the Undertaker didn't die. That would have given it like what, extra +2/+2. And we do see that Death Knight voluntarily taking some damage by killing off the doggy. And now Flamey gonna take out the Knife Jug. Pretty much Abusive Sergeant gonna come out here. That's about it. Egg's gonna get dropped. And the board is slanting in favor for immink right now. Loveless tournament, you know, live on the line here. Bretto's card gives him an egg. Life taps into something. Huge lag happening here. Probably it's time to go for dinner for him.
Ooh, nice. Dark Iron Dwarf is going to be able to activate the Nerubian Egg, of course. But that Death Lord.
Oh,
Lord
wow.
of the battlefield right now.
Oh, he is going to kill the Nerubian Egg just like that. With the Abusive Sergeant and the Dark Iron Dwarf. He's also going to activate his own Nerubian from that. Big plays from immink. Good draws as well.
Yep, so both players now in a good position to get their Doom Guards. But the board control by immink. Wow, look at that.
Okay, here
Oh
comes
dear.
Oh, he's gonna tap for Knife Jug. Drops the DID. 4/4 probably gonna trade that. There's no way the Death Lord's gonna give you a card. There's no way it's gonna help, you know, anything at all.
Yeah, that's
And
you come to me. You kill me before I give you a minion, so he's just gonna keep on going with that one.
oh god, immink might just qualify into the grand finals. Loveless, a bit of a trouble here. And the Defender of Argus, the DOA is going to make the DID 5/5, and they are all going in right now. Okay, maybe not the DID. He's going to kill his twin.
Oh my gosh.
Big board by immink. Just how
This is
devastating
gonna be-
the Death Rattle Zoo is.
This is gonna be the upset of the tournament if this is in immink's favor.
He's just going to concede.
No.
Is he gonna do it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so close. But he doesn't want to give up. He pulls up the game menu. Is he going to click the concede button? That's the question. He's thinking about it.
Concede hype. Oh gosh.
Oh, and he goes away! Loveless, unfortunately, just taps out like that. And the winner of this tournament, or rather, semi-finals, so fast, is gonna be the immink. Yeah, it's just gonna be him. Man, I'm a loss of words right now. That was a
Oh my
big
gosh.
paladin that just
That
went
was,
down like that.
Huge comeback for immink. That's 3 in a row for him after being down 2 games from the awesome paladin coming from Loveless. You know, Loveless played awesome in this tournament. He was undefeated up until this point, and major props to him. It was a huge upset. Unfortunately, things just went the way of immink towards the end there. And yeah, congratulations, immink. You are going to the grand finals, where you will be facing. Let us just see. He's going to be facing KZZR.
Wow. Pretty exciting stuff. So we are gonna set that game up right away, and we'll be back again with the grand finals of the BlizzCon Community Qualifier, in which the winner of that will get a direct seat into the Americas Regional Tournament for BlizzCon. And that's it. This is Babael. Joining me today is Katips. Hope you guys enjoyed the cast. See you guys in the wall.